Welcome to Collecting Chaos, and either Freeform Friday or Free-for-All Friday. I forgot what I named it. But anyway, this is the second episode of whichever one it is. I had a bent comic. And I don't know what I'm going to show you yet. So... well, I do know I'm going to show you the results of the adventure comic that I was trying to get the stain out of. So I guess we'll start off with that. But, you know, you're going to have to stick around if you want to see it. So I think we'll recap and show you the picture of what it looked like before I started. I did 16 soaks to get it to where I was happy with it. You let me know what you think. This is the next comic I'm going to work on. I flattened it out a little bit in a cold press. I'll probably have to replace this staple as it's in pretty bad shape. I'll try to salvage it if I can, but as you can see, the stain goes here all the way around, down this way, all the way down and around here. I'm thinking, well, that was what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. This is not yet in my light. I have a my light for it, I just haven't put it in there yet. Pretty big difference, isn't it? But I had a problem. This comic is old. Not just old, it was fragile. A lot more fragile than I thought. This piece up here came loose. The spine split all the way down because it just couldn't hold its own weight. So I have to devise a method by which I can dip it and hold the comic still and then bring it back out with the comic still being the same place. And that way I don't have to worry about it coming apart on me. So once I work that out, then I'll get serious about this stuff. Still, it's pretty much in the same condition it was in before, except it's missing the water stains. I'm going to reiterate something I said in the previous video. Do not try this unless you are willing to take a chance on ruining the comic. It's very easy to ruin it. It doesn't take much at all. Like I said, this split all the way down. I had to fix that. That's not a big problem for me, but I didn't want that to happen. I thought I had devised a method to keep it from happening, but it didn't work. So do not try this on your own unless you're prepared for the consequences. And the consequences, of course, are the comic gets destroyed, or the comic is damaged beyond your ability to fix it. Now, I'm going to put it back in its my light. Even though it's blue tape, still I don't want it to have any possibility of sticking to this cover because it's pretty fragile. I did not soak the pages. I was thinking about it, but once that spine split, I went, nope, not going to do it. And we'll see what it looks like once it's in a my light. As you can see, this one does have the label on it. I had a good minus on it before, And I'm still leaving good minus on it. But it looks so much nicer than what it did before. Now, on to the next segment, whatever that's going to be. I know, I'll show you some more action figures. Starting with this one. This is more of a statue than an action figure. This is from the Girls of the Chiodo set. There were two in the series that I know of. This is Jungle Girl. And the neat part about this one is, let me get it up here so you can see it. It's signed by Joe Chiodo. It's number 8 of 600. So I think that's kind of cool. And it's sculpted pretty nicely too. It looks very much like the picture. Next, I have a rat eaten, or mouse eaten. Yeah, this was up in the attic. Big mistake. Don't store your stuff in the attic. This is Valeska with Tribal Mask and Ambrosia Cave from the Xena Warrior Princess line. I will probably take this out of the package just because, yeah, I think it would be worth more out of the package than in its current condition. If you want me to take it out of the package in a video, put it in the comments. Out of that same box, I had a couple of these action figures. This is the Sister of Darkness Letha action figure. I have 2 of these that were in that box. This one's not in too horrible shape. I mean, it's bent because it's been in the attic for at least 20 years. Well, maybe not that long, but 10 or 15 at least. And here's Helena Series 2, and as you can see, they got to this one too. Which is a darn shame. I guess they were getting stuff to build their nest with. Because I did find a nest also. Fortunately, there was nothing in it. Or maybe that's unfortunate. But this is the... I have 3 of these, and the other 2 are in much worse shape than this one, as far as the backing goes. So I might try to sell it as is. I don't know. And here's another Helena. This is from the first series action figure line. I purposely have them sideways so that you can get a better view of them. She's got a very skimpy costume, obviously. Like I said, these are more statues than they are action figures. I don't think these should be even classified as action figures. I think this one has 2 points of articulation, maybe 4, and that's it. 5 if you count the neck. But if you turn the neck, you can't turn the neck because of the hair. And this is that same one, but this one has light up eyes. So you put it on the stand and you press a button or something and it lights up. I guess there were bugs inside of this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. And this is one of the best ones that came out of there. This is the Emerald Edition of Brigid the Protector from More Than Mortal. This was limited to 2,500 copies, which, considering how many of the regular Brigid the Protectors I sold, that's way too many. I think everybody that wanted one of these probably has one. But it's a cool figure. I like it. All of these will probably eventually go up for sale. Here's another double impact. This is another China, just in her camo gear, and this actually has more points of articulation than the other, because the knees bend, the legs move, the arms bend. So this is actually an action figure, because you can pose it. But again, if you turn the head, you can't really turn the head because of the hair. And this is Pandora. I have 3 of these, and every one of them, it's chewed along this edge down here. And this one has articulation at the knees, at the waist, I think. Nope, at the knees, the hips, the elbows, the shoulders, and the head, that if you move it, you can't because of the hair. And of course the spear is supposed to be over here, and it isn't, so I'm not going to worry about that. And like I said, I have 3 of these too. And I think that's going to be it for toys. Wonder what I'm going to show you next. What to show you, what to show you. Oh, I know. Let me zoom out a little bit, because I'm going to need the space. A lot of times people ask me if I have Dungeons and Dragons stuff, and I always say yes, but I've never showed any of it. So you have no proof that I have Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So I figured I'd drag out a couple of boxes. Here's the World of Greyhawk fantasy game setting. And that's exactly what's in the box, unlike that other one. Here's the glossography. I can hear you guys drooling out there. A guide to the World of Greyhawk fantasy setting. Here's one of the maps. I'm not going to unfold it right now. Well, I'll unfold it a little bit for you. These are poster size. And as you can see, here's the other one. And it even has the RPGA application form still in the box. Yeah, I got some D&D stuff. Next, I'll show you another one. This is from the Dark Sun campaign setting. The box is a little worse for wear, but everything should be in there. Here's the map, and it had a cloth map. I'm fairly sure this is a first printing for that boxed set. The Wanderer's Chronicle. The DM screen. Mystery of the Ancients. And I believe this was a module. Yep. Here's a paper map. The Worlds of the RPGA Network. Again, an application to join the RPGA. The Rules for Conquering the Savage Land, Age of Heroes. another map. The Way of the Psionicist. And I might do a little minor repair to this box if I feel like it. Or I might just leave it like it is. But this is the important part right here, this cloth map. Did it get you drooling? Let's see what else I can find. Okay, more Dungeons & Dragons stuff. Here's the Dungeoneer Survival Guide. It's got my name in it, but I don't plan on selling this stuff. Manual of the Planes. The second or third printing of the Monster Manual. I have a first, oh, this is a 4th edition Monster Manual. I have a first edition, but it's in really bad shape. It's in worse shape than my player's handbook. So I'm not going to get that out and show it to you. Here's my 2nd edition player's handbook. This is the Dark Sun hardcover. This came out after the box set that I showed you earlier. And it didn't come with all that cool stuff that I have on the other one. Here's my copy of Oriental Adventures. I thought I had several copies of this stuff, but I can't find but one copy of each, so. And as you can see, I highlighted certain things that I thought were important, like nearly everything. Yeah. This book was used. My Monster Manual 2, this is my 2nd copy of this. I have another copy, I think. No, this is the only copy of this one I have. Wilderness Survival Guide. I think I've got 2 of those. Didn't I show one already? No, I showed a Dungeoneer Survival Guide. Had to go answer the phone. And basically what this was it told you how to do wilderness encounters and kind of neat stuff like that. I got one more book to show you. I'm not sure I want to because it's in really rough shape. This is my original Player's Handbook. Like I said, it's in really rough shape. Well used. And I colored that in. I was bored one day and had colored pencils, so, you know, why not? I color-coded the spells so that I could get to them easily as a dungeon master. When somebody wanted to cast a spell, if I wasn't sure what it did, I could get to it pretty quick. And this uses the old system, the 2-hit armor class 0 system, and everybody thinks it's a complicated system, but it really wasn't. I don't know what people's problem was with it. I didn't have any trouble with it at all. It was easy for me. It's in rough shape, but this is my original book. My original Player's Handbook. Now, somewhere in my stuff, I have the original 3 pamphlets. I have no idea where they are. I'm not going to look for them, and if I find them, I'm just going to stick them in Mylar and put them away. I will probably never ever show them on the channel, because I never, ever, ever plan on getting rid of them. Just like I don't ever plan on getting rid of this. Or any of those other books, come to think of it. Oh well. In any case, I think that's it for Dungeons & Dragons, and matter of fact, I think that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget, before you handle your collectibles, wash your hands. If you're going to go out and play Dungeons & Dragons with somebody, make sure your hands are clean. You might even want to wear a mask just to be on the safe side. Remember, wearing a mask isn't to protect you, it's to protect those around you. So wear a mask. It's a small thing to do. And like I said, wash your hands. It's good for your comics, good for your collectibles. It's good for your health. We'll see you next video. Bye. Kind of proud of that.